I am actually going to talk about something instead of rambling weirdly. Today we're going to talk about the giant ear invading this video. Today we're going to talk about the Mandela Effect. Again, I didn't have a chance to set up my regular camera. I'm so stressed at the moment, and I have so much I need to do, and oh man, wedding stuff, it just takes so much time and effort, and I'm exhausted. So anyhow, Mandela Effect. If you've not heard of it before, it's kind of a weird sort of thing. Basically, it gets its name from a bunch of people that thought Nelson Mandela died a lot earlier than he did. Some people are convinced that because stuff they remember from childhood that other people also remember the same isn't how they remember it. That we're like changing universes. Some really good examples of this, some really common ones are the Bernstein Bears. A lot of people think the spelling of that has changed. I remember it as Bernstein and not Berenstein. Stir fry, move your head. I'm so sorry. But let's be honest, you're here for the cat. Another one is the Ford logo, having like something really weird in it now that people don't remember from before. Personally, I don't really think we're moving universes or anything like that. I personally think it's a psychological effect, in that like the human memory misremembers things now and then. Mandela Effect I identified with is Halley's Comet. I remember reading on the Mandela Effect subreddit someone saying that they remembered seeing Halley's Comet in the 90s, but when they'd gone to look it up, it was last visible in something like 1986. Maybe I really should have looked this up before I started talking about it. I'm so sorry. Oh man. So yeah, now I can't have a moment of what? Seriously, what? Because I can remember looking at Halley's Comet with my granddad. I was born in 89 and my granddad died in the mid-90s. I think it was 95 or 96. And I can remember looking at Halley's Comet. And so that really freaked me out. Because like, well, no, I remember looking at this. The hell? So I looked it up, and sure enough, Halley's Comet hasn't been visible since the 80s, and so surely I couldn't have actually seen Halley's Comet. Then I discovered that I looked up comets that were visible in the mid-90s, and I discovered that there was a comet visible in the mid-90s. It wasn't Halley's Comet, however it was Hale-Bopp. Now, of course, it's really easy to get those confused because they have quite similar names. Hale-Bopp was visible in the mid-90s, actually the summer before my granddad died when I looked it up. And so yeah, I recall I obviously saw that with my granddad, and I got confused because the human mind is strange and misremembers things. Anyhow, I had a bit of a Mandela Effect pop up this week, yeah, it's gonna be one that I talk about over the next couple of days. But yeah, it's an interesting thing. And yeah, I'm not gonna talk about it straight away because actually I don't really have the time. I'm kind of in a bit of a rush. I have so much sewing to do. But I'm probably going to try and find some time over the next couple of videos to talk about it. I actually want to talk about the thing that is obviously a false memory in a separate video to what the actual thing is, to see if anybody can correlate with me, to see if anybody else remembers what I remember, or if everybody is just like, what the hell, why is your memory so strange? Because, yeah, like I say, I don't think anybody's flipping universes. I just find it a really interesting psychological thing. If you've ever had your own experiences with the Mandela Effect, mention them below. Let me know what the crack is, and I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye. Oh my goodness, how do I do this?